Okay, welcome back. Day 8. Okay. Yo. What? That's a new word. What?
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 Ooh. Ooh. What?
Okay, so lesson 8 is my mind is preoccupied with past thoughts.
Oh, what?
And I've actually been working with this lesson for several days because I'm still getting in the groove of the daily lesson and having the book next to the bedside and just creating that habit. It may not sound, it may not seem like hard. It's just with Justine, who sleeps with me, and our days are different, and these are excuses. This is my learning. And so I'm just grateful. I'm not interested to be perfect, but I'm just really sharing with you that having this lesson for several days, it was the thing in my back pocket for several days. And so we're asked to practice by being still and
What?
and noticing the thoughts that cross our mind and inserting them into the sentence. I seem to be thinking about blank. And then completing that, but my mind is preoccupied with past thoughts. And so personally, as I worked with this, I noticed sometimes I was thinking about the past. So it's like I seem to be thinking about the conversation I had last night, but my mind is preoccupied with past thoughts. And I'm like, yeah, it is. Sometimes we are in the past, and then in the present, like I seem to be thinking about what to have for lunch. What? But my mind is preoccupied with past thoughts.
What?
What? And I'm going to share with you an experience I had yesterday. Justine and I were walking. We met a man with a dog. It's one of those situations where you're like from afar, okay, hi. You're just like beginning to engage. And I saw the man stop with the dog, command him to sit, and he looked very much like in a training situation, and it seemed like the dog was very under control for a moment, and the man had a leash which it seemed like he wanted to put a muzzle on him, like that the leash had a little muzzle. He didn't put the muzzle on. As we approached and got closer, the dog
What?
stood up and was beginning to get excited. I can't remember if the dog barked. And I went from, hi, doggy, hi. And then the man pulled the dog over. He was mad, I think, that he got up and that he was excited. My interpretation. And then the man hit the dog in the face. Wasn't like a punch, but it was a firm hit. And I went from, hi, doggy, to, oh no. And I kept walking because I'm walking by and I've just seen this.
Wow.
Yeah. And the lesson came out because it's like we're asked not to exclude anything. So I'm having a reaction to this experience. I'm seeing like, oh man, I didn't enjoy that. So I seem to be thinking about the man is abusing the dog, but my mind is preoccupied with past thoughts. It's like I seem to be responding to that moment, but my mind is now pulling up all these opinions, beliefs, judgments. And my guttural reaction, like I didn't like seeing that. And so it was just like very humbling to say, I seem to be present, and yet now this situation has sparked a ton of associated thinking. And then I let that all just kind of roll. My mind is like rocking and rolling with all this stuff. And then I realized, like, then my mind was doing lots of thinking, like, well, what if the man was abused? The man, maybe he was trying to help the dog, or the man needs to hear that that's not appropriate, or the man doesn't know other ways to handle the dog. There are other ways. If only he was aware that he doesn't have to hit the dog to get the dog to behave a certain way. I'm thinking like Caesar Milan could handle this, and people who understand dogs. So all these thoughts, like within a minute, I swear I went all over the place with my mind. And I concluded, I settled on, and I say this in a way that like, I'm still a work in progress. Like, I wouldn't tell anyone how to respond to that. And I'm not making a claim of how you should think about that. I'm bringing up the situation to show you how I used the course in the moment, in the day. Use the workbook lesson. And it opened my mind not to just walk by, see this, judge the man, keep walking, keep judging the man, file this experience away in the file of, I know what things are supposed to be like, and that's abuse, and that's wrong and bad, and he's bad. It opened, my mind was open, it was considering things, and I ended on the note of like, wow, I guess the goal is that I could see things during the day, and my goal would be to extend love to him, because that's what he's choosing. That's perhaps his best approach, and he's trying to keep his dog from harming others. He's trying to teach his dog not to be aggressive with aggression. And I thought the only way love wins is when love is the response. So if I respond to him with attack in my mind, I'm part of the attack. He hit the dog, I hit him with my thinking. So I'm just sharing one situation with you, but I used this lesson several days. And I guess that's the other thing I'm sharing is if you don't get a new lesson, you're not on track, keep working yesterday's lesson. Just keep working it. I know people whose approach is to do one lesson a week, and that gives you lots more practice. So I share all that from day 8. My mind is preoccupied with past thoughts. And please comment if you have any comments and how you use the lesson. That's what my videos are about. I'm not reading the lesson to you. I'm telling you how I worked it during the day and just what the exercise is. We review that together, and then I'll share how I worked it. And please share how you worked it, and anything at all. And I love that my mind came to the conclusion that, oh, wow, okay, it is about extending love. And I don't always know what love is. So that's the other point, is I feel like the lesson experience will be that we will learn to allow the Holy Spirit to come in and tell us the most loving way. And so here we go. Day 8, you're rocking it. Justine, can we get a bye-bye? Bye-bye. Oh, you can get a red button press. She's kind of close to doing